All right, let me go again.
.2011 girl here doing .2011 girl things. All right guys, I have a special treat here for you today. I have the Jacob Grey Hex. I'm really excited to get my hands on it because I'm a 2011 snob. So anytime I can shoot a new 2011, or new to me at least, I am very excited. So today we're gonna take it out. I'm gonna give my first impressions on it and kind of see how it does. Will it dethrone my beloved Staccato? I don't know, we'll find out. Okay, so we've got the Jacob Grey Hex here. I'm about to shoot my first shots through it. Tanner took it and ran a few rounds through it before I could even shoot it. Thanks, Tanner. Let's shoot it, see how it does. It's felt really good in like dry fire, so let's see how it shoots. That was nice. It like returns back to center like really good. It does feel a little snappy. I'd say a little bit more snappier than, well, just some of the other 2011s I've shot. It feels a little bit snappier, but maybe that's because it's like a little bit lighter and faster. If that Tanner, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it returns back to center really easily. Feels really good. I gotta put more rounds through it, but so far I'm liking it. So the trigger has very little pre-travel. It's like, can you see this? It's like barely anything. That's literally the wall. So let me check it's clear. So that is literally the wall, and then there's that break. So it's very, very little pre-travel, but very defined wall, nice and crisp. It's really nice. Let me feel the reset. The reset's a little bit more than like the pre-travel, but still nice feel. Shoots guns a lot, I go through a lot of ammo. One day I'm stocked up, the next day I'm struggling to find enough ammo to fill like a single mag. But those days are behind me because I use Ammo Squared. They are America's ammunition reserve. All I have to do is choose the caliber that I actually shoot, set a monthly budget, and then just let it build up over time. Ammo Squared has multiple climate-controlled facilities around the US, so your ammo stays fresh until you ship it. Ammo Squared also lets me switch out my ammo. So let's say I've got plenty 22, but not enough 50 cal. Ammo Squared's got me covered. So huge thanks to Ammo Squared for supporting the channel and also keeping me stocked up on ammunition. Sorry, about to sneeze. Don't get so close to me. Okay, it's gone now. Okay, so we put about 5 mags through this gun so far. I really like the way it feels. I was even doing some like reload drills and the reloads feel really smooth. The grip is, like, I feel like this grip is a little bit slimmer than like the Staccatos. I don't know if that's accurate, but it feels really nice. Like it actually feels like it fits my hand, which is amazing. And I can actually press the mag release without breaking my grip, which is amazing for me because I hate having to break my grip. It just makes it slightly slower. But yeah, so reloads were feeling really great. The trigger feels really nice. I love that it has that solid wall and defined wall. You can also feel the ported, slide and ported barrel working. And I mean, if you're paying $3,500 for this gun, then you're gonna wanna make sure it runs good. And this thing does run freaking good. The one thing I don't necessarily love is the slide lock. It just feels a little weird, and I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I just don't love it 100%. Safety feels great. Nothing too crazy about that. Oh, I do want to talk about the grip texture. My hands are a little sweaty. It is fall, but it is a pretty warm day today and the sun is shining. And the back of my hand's getting a little, oh, these box elder bugs keep flying on me, sorry. The back of my hand's getting a little sweaty. And so the back, here I'm putting it downrange, the grip right here feels very smooth. However, the sides feel pretty good. It's still a little smooth. I'm trying to determine if I like it or if I don't like it. I think overall, I don't mind this hex pattern. I think it looks pretty cool. And I mean, considering the gun is called hex, then, you know, you like those little subtle details, right? But this back, what do you call this? Like the back strap? I don't know. It's just like, I don't love it. That's all I gotta say. I don't love it, especially when my hand's a little bit sweaty. It just feels very smooth. I do love that there's no grip safety. They've pinned this, and grip safety is just one extra thing that I don't want to have to worry about. Not that it ever gives me issues, but it's just better if it's not there, right? And I feel like I can get a better grip on the gun if it's not. So I do love that part. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, I'm running irons today. Haven't put a dot on it yet. Irons are great. We've got this True Glow front sight, which is pretty nice. Yeah, overall, I really like this thing. I will also note that on the second mag through this gun, I was having some limp wristing issues. Tanner says it's limp wristing. I think it was also the fact that we were running some flat nose bullets for this thing, and I'm gonna blame it on that. Tanner's gonna blame it on me. Put down in the comments what you think the real issue was. I don't know what happened there. Oh, got a malfunction. You want to come look at it?
Yep. Do you mind if I give it a shot? Limp wristing.
I don't limp wrist. Sorry, the mic's over here. You can't pick it up.
I ran the gun and I didn't have an issue with it.
Okay, I'm just a weak ass. But anyway, so we haven't had any malfunctions with like round nose bullets. So
Charge your glasses for full functionality.
yeah. Trigger freeze!
Oh, foobar. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's one thing. I'll talk about that. Staccatos have a better shelf for that slide release.
Slide lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, slide release.
I like that better. I
Yeah.
think it's pretty slim, which isn't like.
Is that why I don't like? Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over
No,
you.
you're good. No, go for it.
Is that why I don't like it? I'm trying to figure out, because I mentioned earlier I don't really like it, but I don't know exactly why.
I have to break my grip for it. Like
I do too.
I have to. And
Oh.
I find on staccatos.
So what I do though is
You use your.
I use my
left hand.
I've always used my
I can
left
try
hand.
it. I mean it's just a training thing, right? So. Oh, hi, ladybug.
Don't kill her.
I didn't kill her. I just. Are all ladybugs hers?
Yes.
What if it's a
Because
him?
they're a lady bug.
What?
It's not a
Are you gendering
man
them?
bug.
You're misgendering all ladybugs. All right, let's try it. The heck happened?
I think it was just a box elder bug.
Yeah,
Do you think it's further back than the Staccato?
The slide release?
Yeah, because
I don't think
every
so.
time I was going for the slide release, I felt like I was almost missing it. It could be the shelf,
Yeah.
or it could be the position's a little bit different than my Staccato, which is what I'm used to. Once we're done here, I'll go look at it and see. Because yeah, it's a little bit, it's just different than what I'm used to, and so it's kind of just throwing me off.
Yeah, let me try it again. Okay. Oh, I tried to, let me try that again, because I tried to hit it with this thumb. Both my hands are trying to press it.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right. Yeah, I can be faster. Like training wise, I could be faster doing it that way. Not faster, as fast as I am just with my thumb. But I think that's like an edge I'd give probably to the Staccato, is I think it has a little bit better of a press release. Not that Staccato is the only gun that this would be compared to, but other 2011s. I think this does have a very slim and slender slide release, slide lock and slide release. Now, the other side to that story is if you have a big slide release, you're gonna hit it way more often because your thumb sits up here as the shelf. And so that being a smaller slide release or slide lock is probably better if you have issues with not getting a lock back in your slide. So double-edged sword there. I do find other 2011s have a bigger shelf, which is nicer. I don't know, I've kind of trained to that. So because I've trained to that, you know,
But-
it's just gonna be different, right?
But I don't think I've had issues with other 2011s, like the slide not locking back on the last round, for
It's because
example.
you trained to it though.
Yeah,
You've trained with oversized slide releases.
true.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, at first, most people, big issue they have with 2011s is that slide not locking back. They always actuate it on accident. So,
That's fair.
but I think if you're like new to 2011s, like you're coming from a striker fired or something like that, that slide release is probably better for you, or like easier to acclimate to. So let me do it again. Just kind of, all right. Yeah, you can get fast. You can get good with it. You can get good, real good with it. I don't know why she's.
Your reload is weird.
My reload is weird. Fuck. Fuck. I had an ugly reload and I saw you were like dancing. You were doing some moon dance in the
Okay,
background.
there was a box elder bug that went straight for my face, and it like landed on me somewhere here.
All right, I'm gonna go again. Ready? Oh, fuck. Well, that was nice. I will note.
Don't move.
Yeah.
Don't point the gun down.
Don't move. Don't point the gun down. What'd you pull from me?
Nothing.
Did you pull the stick out of my ass?
No, it's still up there.
Hey! Hi, guys. Oh, also, you'll notice I have an RO hat on. It's because
He's an RO.
okay. We RO at the range, so anyway, you know, we gotta
We're here
safety
on a-
first.
Yeah, we're here on a busy day.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. So for me, there's a lot going for this gun. And I think it was just because I was doing reloads, right? So like only on the reloads. Anyway, for me, there's a lot going for this gun. Two major call outs. The recoil is faster, and a lot of people have two different ways of looking at snappy. They either think that means harsh recoil, or they mean that it just has a faster recoil impulse. I think when I say snappy, I mean a faster recoil impulse when it comes to this gun. And it's a good thing. It really is drivable and controllable, and I feel like my double taps are quicker.
Yeah, I
Like
think
far quicker.
I think the gun is overall like lighter and faster
Yeah.
than some of the other 2011s I've shot. And I did say snappy earlier, and I like kind of changed the way I said it because same thing what you just said is I don't think it's necessarily snappier,
Yeah.
but it's quicker.
It's not a harder recoil, it's just a faster recoil, which
Yeah,
I actually
exactly.
think in a race gun or like a double tap scenario, like when you're trying to get rounds, multiple rounds as fast as you can, this gun does really freaking well at.
It does.
I have to give Jacob Grey like really good credit here. The frame feels dialed, the slide feels dialed, the trigger feels dialed. It's a really, really compelling 2011.
It is. And like even like shooting at distance,
Yeah.
I felt like my groupings were really tight.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but I think this gun just feels so good in the hands for me.
Yeah.
And I think the grip is slightly slimmer. Again, I could be wrong.
Well, I think it's slimmer to like Staccato's 2011s. I don't
Yeah.
think it's slimmer to the HD line. I think the HD line might be a little bit smaller. Let's go shoot it. Let's go shoot the HD.
Let's shoot the HD, kind of see
Yeah.
how it stacks up. But it feels so good in the hands.
It really does. I mean, it's such a good, for a classic 2011 enjoyer, it definitely has like a better finish. So $3,500. So these guys are punching to that $4,000 tier with a lot of the features that I think those $4,000 guns come with, like ports, the coating on the barrel, the cuts, the serrations, the beautiful hex design. Like there's some artistic interpretation taken into this gun. There's definitely like a duty element to it, like a carry element to it. But I think from a Sunday shooter to competition shooter, like that one gun solution, I think we all try to chase that one gun that does it all. I think this does it pretty damn well.
You're paying for it, but
you're paying for it.
But I think it does.
But you're also not, you know, you're also punching above your waist. You know, like I said, the other guys that this is fighting against is really in the $4,000 category, not really the $3,000 category. It's a really compelling offer, I think. All that to say. All right.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, overall, I think it's really
happy
good.
with it.
Just a couple knocks on like the controls, I'd say.
Yeah.
But everything else is super dialed. Let's
Yeah.
go test it with the Staccato.
Yeah, I want to shoot it against the Staccato and see.
So we're going to put it against the HD P4 because that's the length that this is with, barrel. I think it's a 4-inch barrel or something like that, but that's essentially what this would be competing against on a Staccato standpoint. So let's go try it.
Okay, so I'm going to be running 3 build drills through both the Staccato HD P4 and the Jacob Grey Hex. I'm going to do them back to back, and I'm going to be focusing on the recoil impulse, ergonomics, and the trigger. That was me, trigger freeze. Sorry, there's only 4 there. Yeah, I definitely feel it, like it's a faster recoil. It gets back on a lot faster than the Staccato. It just feels lighter. Tanner's turn.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Jacob Grey me. I'm not good at counting. This is just to get recoil, all right, guys? Chill out. Yeah, the Jacob Grey Hex. There's a lot to love about it. Thanks. So, you know, trigger freeze be damned, right? My first two goes at the Staccato, I had a little bit of freeze on there. I've just been used to shooting this trigger. I don't know, we're probably about close to 1,000 rounds at this point with this, between the Alyssa and I. Yeah, it definitely was, I don't know how to say, the trigger is a better trigger in my opinion. That's to be expected with something that's a little bit more of a race gun aesthetic and style, as well as price. When thinking about these two guns side by side, the Jacob Grey is faster, it's easier to drive. I'll be honest, like ergonomics wise, like it's not something I notice when shooting that much. I think both are great, both kind of check off the box. I do like Staccato where they put on the HD line, I do like where Staccato put the slide release a little bit better. But having said that, like that's like the only thing I can really gripe about right now is just that slide release. Recoil impulse, the trigger, the aesthetics of it even, like this two-tone green, black is amazing. So yeah, it's a hubba. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think it's a better pistol than the Staccato. But that's like to be expected. Again, I don't wanna like dog on, Alyssa has the rating system, and I think the rating system will speak to this, but it comes down to value, feature set, and taste, you know? Do you look at this gun and think it's more aesthetically pleasing than the Staccato? I do. I think I do. Do you think that is going to justify the $1,000 jump? Maybe. For some of you it will. But you are also getting like a better performance gun. You're getting a more drivable gun, a faster gun. I asked Alyssa this question. If I were to tell you to compete for your life, like you're in a competition and you got to compete to your best ability, and you had the option of choosing this or like the Staccato P4, which would you choose? She'd choose this, and I would too, I think. Having said that, again, different purposes. Staccatos, in my mind, are more duty-centric pistols, 2011s, and Jacob Grey is kind of going between the balance of I would say like the all-rounder gun, like the weekender gun to the bedside gun to the conceal, theoretically, like you could conceal carry this for a lot of guys. Something that could be the one gun solution. And when it comes to a one gun solution, a 4-inch Jacob Grey Hex 2011 style pistol is pretty damn close. I mean, we've only had a couple hiccups due to lip wristing. I'm gonna call it limp wristing, sorry Alyssa. It is what it is, I didn't have an issue. So we ran different types of ammo through this gun at this point. Like I said, close to about 1,000 rounds, I would say. Only those 2 malfunctions in the beginning on that second mag. But we've also run like very cheap remanufactured ammo. We've run 124s, 115s, 147s.
135?
135, did we?
Yeah.
Oh wow, 135, random 135s. We put a lot of dirty ammo through this gun and it's performed extremely well. Can I put some more through?
No.
All right, yep. You said yes. I do like this gun. Doing a Mozambique. Man, I really like this gun.
That's nice.
Yeah, let's just take us home.
So I think I figured out what is different with the slide lock, slide release on the Hex and why it's just taken a little bit of time to get used to it. So if you look at this, hopefully we can see this. The slide lock, slide release is a lot further back on the Staccato, actually. At first I thought it was more forward, but looking at it, it's actually further back. So I think the placement has kind of thrown me off a little bit. And then also feeling it, I feel like the Staccato slide lock, slide release is easier to sorry, the safety was on. It's easier to manipulate. I guess it's more tactile, if that makes sense. And I can't miss it with my thumb. If my thumb's right there, it's not gonna slide off. However, with the Hex, I found myself oftentimes like, yeah, it's the angle. Okay, that's why. So if you can see on the Staccato, it's almost like parallel to the ground. It's maybe slightly angled down, but very little. And so it has a nice ledge to put your thumb on. With the Hex, it has a lot of a steeper angle. It's got little grooves on here, a little texture, but honestly, I don't really like this texture. I don't think it does much. So my thumb just tends to just slip off really easily. So I think that's the reason why I was having an issue like actuating the slide release and manipulating it. I'm gonna actually take these out.
Go for it.
I feel like I was yelling.
Yeah.
If I was, I'm sorry. So as far as like ergonomics, I've mentioned this multiple times, but it feels better in my hands than the other 2011s, even my Staccato. It feels more athletic. Does that make sense? Tanner's like, you're crazy, that's stupid. I don't know, like, the grip is different. Okay, so let me think. The grip on the Staccato is harsher. The grip on the Jacob Grey Hex is smoother, but I think it actually works really well. And even if my hand's sweaty, I did mention about like on the back strap, I don't really like this texture because I feel like my hand kind of moves a little bit left to right easily. But the grip or the texture on the side, this hex pattern, I really do actually like. The safety selector, I don't think there's a lot to really talk about here. It does feel different than the Staccato. It has a little bit less surface area, but It's not like it's hard to actuate. I almost feel like it moves less. Yeah, it actually looks like on the Staccato, the grip safety moves more when it's actuated, whereas the Hex, it doesn't move as much. Other than that, slide serrations, I actually feel like Staccato has like harsher. The Staccato has harsher slide serrations, but the Hex, I have no problem with this. It works really well for not being as aggressive. Yeah, like overall, I think it feels really good. And I've mentioned that multiple times. It just feels good in the hands. Okay, so overall, I am pretty impressed with this gun. I am a 2011 snob, so very few things makes me excited or more excited. I have shot a lot of 2011s and I've shot a lot of great 2011s. And I'm pretty picky when it comes to 2011s. So to find another 2011 that I actually really like, and I think is at a fair price point, it's pretty hard. So because of that, I'm very impressed with this gun. So I think the ergonomics of this gun, the way it recoils and the way it feels, I think like double taps, so freaking smooth, so fast. I felt like I could just like run and gun with it. It was just fast and quick and it made me feel like John Wick. So stupid. I even had a hard time like putting this gun down. Even Tanner was hogging it at one point, and we were kind of just like fighting on like who should shoot it because we both wanted to shoot it. It was just fun to shoot, which I don't get that feeling with a lot of guns and a lot of 2011s to be specific. So I'm very happy with this. The price point, yeah, it is high, but when comparing this gun to the other like $4,000 to $6,000 2011s on the market, you're getting like the same things that those guns have. For example, you know, you've got the ported slide and ported barrel. You've got this nice DLC coating. You've also got the pinned grip safety, which I think a lot of the like higher end 2011s do that. You've also got that 4-inch bull barrel. So considering all these things that this gun has and the way it feels when you shoot it, it is at a lower price point than some of these other guns that I feel like have the same thing. So I don't think I could ask for much more than what this gun has. And considering that, I think the price point is actually pretty fair, even though yes, it is a good chunk of change. And also when you are spending that money, the gun better be good. It better be good. And I think this delivers. Oh, also the trigger. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Although Tanner says the Wilson Combat Project 1 trigger is better. It's been a while since I felt that, so I'm gonna have to go back and feel it, but I don't know. I really do like this trigger though. And if you are new to this channel, I do have a rating system and I like to put the guns that I shoot up next to each other in different categories and overall to kind of help give you guys a better idea of where the guns stack up against each other and to also help myself as well. So I don't know exactly where this gun is going to stack up at the moment. I'm going to go home and like think about it more and put those numbers down on paper, but I will put that up on screen here for you guys so you can take a look at where it stacks up. My guess is that it's going to be right above the Staccato HD P4.5. But other than that, we're going to have to kind of see where it stacks up when we consider, you know, the price, the ergonomics, even things like the company reputation, for example. So I'll put that on screen for you guys so you can look at it here. Sorry, it's kind of loud. Kind of messed me up. They didn't shoot? No. Sorry, there's other people here, so. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, comment down below who you think makes the best 2011. And also subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you know when the new videos pop up. We have had some issues with YouTube taking some of our videos down, so hopefully this video won't be taken down. And tell YouTube you want to see more of this content by liking this video, subscribing, hitting that hype button. I think it's within, or if you're watching within the first 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, use that hype button. It really helps a lot. And oh, also, if you are looking to support the channel, one of the biggest and best ways to support is by becoming a Patreon. My Patreons get bonus content, they get early access to these videos, and it really does make it possible for me to keep creating these videos. So huge thanks to my current Patreons. Thank you guys so much for your support. It means the world to me. And we'll catch you in the next episode.